Birthdays and parties go hand in hand. For our birthday, Dan Montana in Frankfurt very kindly put on a spread that you wouldn't believe at his restaurant, Montana's Restaurant. The weather the night of the party was almost blizzard condition, so that it was especially comforting to drive down to Frankfurt in a limousine. Made you feel very comfortable and very safe. And we were fortunate that the limousine was donated by Adonis Avanti, and the ride down there was very, very warm and comfortable. It was food out of this world, and we had all of our guests there who have been on the show down through the 2 years, and we had entertainment with people whose music has been on the show down through the 2 years, and it was just a great time, and fun was had by all. And also, we gave away various prizes to people who were in attendance. We're doing the same thing this morning, so stay tuned. You may just be a winner.
Crazy Teresa's got a smile on her hips. She drives a taxi and she makes good tips. Since she quit smoking, got a nose like a bloodhound. If you wanna, well, she's around. Sister Sheila standing on the corner, dressed all in black, looking just like a mourner. Nobody told her, nobody warned her about the heartbreaking, what it did, singing, honey, honey, I got to know you. Ain't got no money, but I got plenty to show you. Honey, honey, meet me on the river road. Chi-Chi Raposo got a head like a beam. He steers a T-bird like an
Today, we're fortunate to have fly fisherman Paul Longaretta teach us a little about the art of fly fishing and about the beautiful resource we have in the West Canada.
I actually started learning how to fly fish about 15 years ago. I had an uncle in the family who used to fish a generation before me, and I heard stories about how he fished this river. Two of my friends, Joe McBride and Harry Scaramella, took me up and showed me how to start beginning casting, and I just fell in love with it from there. Every fly fisherman, including me, would have to spend the first few moments approaching this river just surveying the water activity. It's called reading the water. They're looking for what insects are in the air, they're looking for insects that might be floating with the current, they're looking for fallen trees or limbs or rocks which would hold places for trout to shelter. They're using their ears, listening for slurping noises, because large trout will make slurping noises on a quiet section of water, and you can cue in with them just by listening to them. After you get a sense of what's going on there, where the trout are, you direct yourself to proper fly selection. And the idea here is really just matching the hatch, giving the trout what they want to eat. The cast is an important part of it, and it's I think there's where the art of fly casting is. And you really want to cast your line so that it lands on the water as lightly as possible. You want your fly to have enough slack, your line to have enough slack so that the fly just gingerly floats along with the current and doesn't create any unnatural waves or drag. And the whole idea really boils down to is you want to present that fly as naturally as you can to the feeding trout. Anybody can start learning how to fly fish. I mean, I started out knowing nothing about it. I just had this spark of an interest. And we're fortunate because we do have specialty shops and outdoor shops we can outfit the beginner. Locally, there's Herb Phillipson's in New Hartford, there's a branch in Oneida in Rome, Gander Mountain now is in town. And of course, if you want to specialize, there's a very knowledgeable and very kind and friendly person named Jordan Ross who runs the Rising Trout Outfitter in New York Mills. He can outfit the beginner from with the rod and reel plus the line and backing all the way to the fly for about 99 bucks. I believe in Jordan Ross's acumen and knowledge how to build a fly rod, and I've got a 4-weight that he designed for me and actually put my name on it, and I kind of know to throw that line right across the whole width of the river if I wanted to. It's got the backbone. In the trophy section, there's some large and beautiful trout, and it's regulated strictly by statute that it's strictly catch and release. What a fisherman catches, he must release as quickly as possible in an unharmed fashion. But once you get beyond the trophy section, you're in a large crowd of fishermen who like to eat what they catch, and sure enough, you can have quite a meal here. Lee Wolf, the father of catch and release fly fishing, once said that a trout is too beautiful to be caught only once. And I think we're lucky in the West Canada Creek has so many beautiful trout. But I think responsible fly fishing is the answer. It's the key to preserving the fishery as to what it is today for generations to come. I encourage you to join organizations like the Mohawk Valley chapter of Trout Unlimited, because there's a bunch of people who work very hard to preserve this fishery. We here in the Mohawk Valley are very fortunate to have the West Canada Creek so close to us. I think it's an exquisite fishery. It's a river that you have to respect. You have to respect its power and its beauty, and it deserves protection. If you learn to be patient and you learn to respect the trout and its habitat, this river will reward you.
Pack up the family.